Have you ever felt like a song showed up exactly when you needed to hear it most? What if I told you that wasn't a coincidence, but a hidden message? That's right. What most people call coincidence, Carl Jung called synchronicity. And the most surprising part? These hidden messages in music might be shaping your life without you even realizing it. There are lyrics that describe exactly how you feel, choruses that stick in your mind like mantras, and melodies that awaken memories you didn't even know you were carrying. The truth is, you're surrounded by codes. And music is one of the universe's most powerful languages for transmitting those messages. But no one ever told you that. Why? Because it's easier to live on autopilot, thinking songs are just background noise. But what if they're spiritual compasses, pointing you toward the next step of your journey? What if each repetition is a calling? In this video, you'll understand why Carl Jung believed the unconscious reveals itself through art, and how to recognize when music stops being entertainment and starts becoming a map. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover may completely change the way you listen to everything. And after today, you'll never hear a song the same way again. Imagine you turn on the radio and an old song starts playing. You switch stations, same song. You walk into a store and guess what? That same song is playing in the background. Coincidence? Carl Jung would say no. He'd call it synchronicity, a meaningful event that connects your inner state to the outer world with no logical explanation. These hidden messages in music might be answering questions you didn't even know you were asking. The real question is, are you paying attention? It's as if the universe uses these songs like a kind of spiritual GPS. They appear not just to catch your attention, but to align your vibration with important information. It could be a lyric you need to hear, or a small phrase that echoes exactly how you feel, but haven't yet found the words for. Jung believed the unconscious expresses itself through symbolic signs, and when a song keeps repeating like this, maybe it's not haunting you, maybe it's guiding you. If you want to test this in real life, try this simple exercise. Pick a song that's shown up repeatedly in the past few days. Sit down, put on headphones, close your eyes, and just listen. Pay attention to the words that hit you the hardest. Write down the phrases that give you chills. Then, reflect on what you were thinking or going through when you first heard that song. This is the beginning of a powerful practice to understand the hidden messages behind the music. And trust me, it'll make even more sense once we talk about the lyrics. Some lyrics feel like they were written just for you, don't they? You hear them and think, how did this artist know exactly what I'm feeling right now? That's not craziness or emotional overreaction. It's pure synchronicity. Carl Jung said that when something external speaks directly to an unresolved internal content, the unconscious is trying to express itself. And that's where hidden messages in music come in, symbolic portals that the universe uses to reach parts of you that were asleep. Song lyrics act as emotional mirrors. Sometimes, a single line can say what you haven't had the courage to admit, even to yourself. Lines like, "I lost myself," or "No one will understand," aren't just poetry. They're vibrational codes that tap into the archetypes of your unconscious. Jung would call this a symbolic manifestation, a bridge between the inner world and the outer world. And when that bridge forms, synchronicities appear. That old song that shows up out of nowhere and describes your exact life phase. That's not coincidence. That's communication. To dive deeper into this process, start by creating an intuitive playlist. Without overthinking it, select songs that have been stirring something inside you lately. Then, sit down and read the lyrics as if they were coded messages from your higher self. You'll be surprised at how many answers are hidden there. Don't underestimate the power of a single song. What seems like art might actually be a direct code from the universe. And this becomes even more clear when you understand who's really behind these compositions. Have you noticed how some artists say they can't even explain how a song came to be? That the melody just arrived, as if whispered by something invisible? That's not just backstage mysticism. It's real. Carl Jung would explain this through the concept of the collective unconscious, an invisible network where symbols, ideas, and archetypes are available to anyone who's receptive. Many musicians, without realizing it, become channels for hidden messages, translating synchronicities into notes, verses, and choruses. A classic example is Paul McCartney saying he dreamed the melody for yesterday. He woke up and simply wrote it down. How many other songs that shaped generations were born this way, in altered states of consciousness or deep introspection? Jung believed that in these moments, the mind accesses content beyond rational logic, and that's where hidden messages in music begin to flow. It's not just inspiration, it's reception. And for those who really listen, there's more than entertainment there. There's a key. If you're sensitive, you've probably felt this too. Hearing a song and sensing that it carries a different energy, almost as if it was made just to wake you up. That's not your imagination, that's resonance. A helpful practice is to pay close attention to songs that show up during moments of crisis or decision. Look into who wrote them, how they were created, and in what context they emerged. You'll be amazed at how many synchronicities surround the origin of those works. And the more tuned in you become, the more you'll see. It's not just the lyrics. Even the melody itself can carry a power that activates something deep inside you. Some songs give you chills before the lyrics even begin. In just a few seconds, you feel something in your chest, on your skin, as if a portal has opened inside you. That's because sound is vibration, and vibration speaks directly to your energy field without asking permission. Carl Jung spoke of symbols that bypass the conscious mind and touch the unconscious directly. Melody is one of those invisible symbols, and that's exactly why certain songs trigger powerful synchronicities. They align you with something greater. The repetition of chords, the deep tones, the silence between notes. All of this can evoke memories that don't even feel like your own, as if you were accessing something ancestral. It's like the music has the power to open hidden drawers within your soul. Jung would call this a symbolic activation, where archetypal images emerge through emotion. So don't be surprised if you start having lucid dreams, déjà vu, or symbolic encounters after hearing a song that moves you deeply. It's more common than you think, and incredibly meaningful. Want to experience this consciously? Choose an instrumental piece that moves you, something without lyrics. It could be Hans Zimmer, Ludovico Einaudi, or a film soundtrack that shaped your life. Put on your headphones, lie down, and take deep breaths for 2 minutes before pressing play. Don't try to analyze, just feel. Watch what arises, images, memories, sensations. Then write everything down. You'll start to see that music is more than sound. It's a vibrational portal to activating your unconscious. And interestingly enough, in this state, patterns begin to repeat themselves. Most people listen to music on autopilot, unaware that they might be receiving subtle instructions from the universe. Carl Jung said that what you ignore in your conscious mind returns as fate. And when it comes to hidden messages in music, that becomes especially true. Sometimes the answer you've been searching for isn't in a book or a motivational video. It's in that chorus that keeps showing up, that verse you can't stop singing. There's a synchronicity code hidden in there, and it's meant to be decoded by you. So how do you decode it? Start by paying attention to patterns. What's the song that's been showing up in your life lately? Which line moves you the most? What were you thinking about when you heard it? Write it down. This simple act of conscious observation is already a huge step. Jung taught that awareness is the key to transformation, and listening to music with that level of attention is like fine-tuning a spiritual antenna. Music stops being background noise and becomes a tool for self-knowledge. And you stop being a passive listener and become the interpreter of your own journey. Here's a practical tip. Create a synchronicity music journal. Whenever a song hits you in an unusual way, write down where you were, how you felt, and what the lyrics said. In just a few days, you'll start to notice patterns, repeated themes, direct messages, even foreshadowing. This isn't cheap mysticism. It's a legitimate way to hear what the universe is trying to tell you. Because once you start understanding the code in songs, you start understanding yourself too. And believe me, this will prepare you even more for what's coming next. Now that you understand what's really behind those songs that coincidentally keep crossing your path, the question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you keep listening on autopilot, or will you start decoding each verse as if it were a direct message from the universe? Because from today on, you can't pretend you didn't know. Hidden messages in music aren't just art. They're mirrors of your soul and clues about what's moving behind the scenes of your reality. Tell me in the comments, what song has been following you lately? What lyrics feel like they're speaking directly to you? What's the most powerful synchronicity you've ever had with a song? Share it, because when you write, you activate. And when you share, you inspire others who are also trying to make sense of these signs. Sometimes your comment is the missing piece in someone else's puzzle. And if this video stirred something in you, if it woke something up deep inside, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because here, every video is an invitation to hear the world in a new way. And next time that song plays, you'll already know the universe is trying to tell you something.